So Arkansas went 7-6 last year under head coach Sam Pittman. They're returning their starting quarterback, Taylen Green, who had a pretty good season last year, threw for 3,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Where he's really a weapon, though, is on the ground. He had 600 rushing yards and 8 TDs. Great runner. He's 6'6", so physical, but is also fast. He's a nightmare to try and stop on the ground. The biggest issue for them last season was their secondary. They gave up 257 passing yards per game, which was 115th in FBS. They're going to have to look to fix that this year, as well as replace some pieces offensively. They don't really bring in any proven power 4 wide receivers, but they should have another good O-line. It's going to be a swing year, in my opinion, for this Arkansas team and for Sam Pittman specifically. I kind of think I know what JP is going to say about Taylen Green. I'm going to let you give your thoughts on Taylen Green first, Sanders, and keep him waiting.
I like him a lot. I was watching some of his stuff, and I honestly kind of forgot about him. Just in my brain, KJ Jefferson is still the quarterback there because I just haven't watched Arkansas football. And so I could not have told you who the quarterback was coming into this season. I didn't realize they were returning a guy. I didn't realize they were returning a guy as dynamic as him. So I like him a lot. I'm excited to see him. It is unfortunate that he is on JB's College Keeper League because it is JB, right?
I have no clue. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is, which is it's an insanely talented roster that he has. So Taylen Green is going to put up some really good numbers this year if they can figure out the wide receiver situation. JP, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I wouldn't go ahead as far to say he's going to put up really good numbers.
I mean, I'm thinking fantasy-wise, once again.
Well,
he averaged like 20-something points a game last year.
Sure.
I mean, when you run as a quarterback, that really does it for you.
True.
I'll give my thoughts after JP. Go ahead, JP.
No, this guy, that's insane, Sanders, that you didn't realize this guy was coming back because this is an athletic freak.
Yeah.
And he's 101 on PFF's big board. I think he's got a chance to play himself into the first round this year, depending on what he can show from an improvement level, because he's not young. He's going to turn 23 this year. He'll be 24 by the time he starts an NFL game next year if he were to be a first-round pick and start for a team. So he's not young. He's not at 22. He's not like Anthony Richardson, but I would compare him to that because he is that kind of athletic freak. He didn't have the cannon that Richardson had, but he is that 6'6". He throws so well for a guy that's that tall and that's that athletic. Loves throwing on the run. And, I mean, for the Arkansas Razorbacks, this is a team that wasn't bad last year. That is kind of a misconception. They had close losses to Missouri, Texas. They a close loss to A&M, double overtime loss to Oklahoma State. Like, this is a team that's
a tough loss.
They could have been 9-3. It was on the road at Oklahoma State, but they could have been technically kind of in the playoff conversation. But instead, they finished it out at 6-6. But Taylen is a dog. Is he going to put up good numbers? I doubt it because the talent around him just isn't there.
Yeah.
Although I'm really high on Omega Blake, but
I mean, a name like that, can't beat.
I watched him too. This guy. He is really, really good. And he's not – one of your things is, like, they don't have any power 4 proven targets.
Yeah.
He technically played at South Carolina.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
For 3 years, and he only played 2 games.
Okay. So not
but he
necessarily
was
proven.
he was
but
on the
there.
roster.
Yeah,
Sure.
Jack's point, it kind of still
He
stands.
was on the roster there for 3 years and then transferred to Charlotte. And now he's transferred back into the SEC.
He probably will be Green's best target.
25 yards per reception last year, led the American. 25 yards per reception. So this is a downfield threat, and Taylen Green loves throwing it downfield as well. So he has a really good chance to build Taylen Green's case for a first-round pick.
Sure.
I think he's got a really good chance. I don't know where he would rank on my quarterbacks quite yet. That is something that'll kind of pan out.
Is he currently outside, like, the top grouping?
I would say he's not a surefire, like, starter.
Yeah.
He's definitely outside of that, like, because there's so many quarterbacks.
Sure.
With Arch, Cade, Drew,
Arch isn't
Garrett.
going this year, apparently.
Even if there's no Arch.
Yeah.
Drew, Cade, Nuss, Sam, Carson Beck, Lenore Sellers, Nico, and then it's Taylen Green on PFF. I'd have Taylen Green inside my top 5, though, which is why I think he could be potentially a first-round pick.
Yeah. There has to be growth as a thrower. He just sometimes misses.
Yeah.
Just straight up plain honest. Just
It's
sometimes,
hard to be accurate when you're 6'6" and
Yes.
that athletic.
as well as sometimes he not only just misses, sometimes he makes really poor decisions, either trying to extend the play too much or just forcing something, which I think part of that comes down to his weapons really aren't great. He has to try and do so much for himself. But the fact of the matter is he has some bad turnovers.
Yeah, every one of their losses last year, he had an interception.
Yeah.
And a few of those were like game-changing interceptions as well. But it, like you said,
He
is
threw one in the
because
A&M game specifically that was really, really bad,
Yeah,
but I'll take it.
he has to, because the roster just isn't quite there around him. But he is someone who could carry an Arkansas team. Again, though, I just don't know if there's quite enough for him to even be able to carry them much further than bowl eligibility.
Yeah, we can flip it real quick if you'll scroll down just for a second, Sanders. I mean, I mentioned already they gave up 257 passing yards last season. Their past 2 recruiting rankings are 15th of 16th in the SEC. Vandy is the only team lower this past year. And they don't really bring in a fantastic transfer class either. So I'm not really sure that the defense is going to get much better. So even if Taylen Green plays pretty well, I think they're going to lose a lot of games because of the defense and the inability to stop the passing game, which is why their over-under is only at 5.5.
Yep.
If we want to go and predict that.
Yeah, and then we can also discuss Pittman because Tucker brings up a great point. Is Pittman out after this year at Arkansas? Because it was close last year. Or people, I feel like people wanted him gone out of Arkansas for the past 2 years.
Yeah, he's done enough to hang around.
Yeah.
And it's like 7-6 in the SEC, considering like their rosters and stuff.
Yeah.
Isn't terrible, but I feel like they're ready to get rid of him. So if another mediocre year, probably won't cut it.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, he's gone 3-7. He's been there for 6 years, going into year 6, going 3-7, 9-4, 7-6, 4-8, 7-6. So I think it was after that 4-8 year that people really wanted him gone.
Yeah.
Because it was 9-4, down to 7-6, down to 4-8. We'll see. I mean, it depends on what they put up this year. At 5.5.
One thing on Sam Pittman.
Go ahead.
I don't think he fits the Arkansas culture whatsoever. You think of their other head coaches like John Calipari, even Eric Musselman before that, and then Van Horn in baseball. Like, those are Arkansas Razorbacks. They love the community, the culture, because it is something out there in Fayetteville. And I just don't think Sam Pittman fits that at all. I would love, like, as just a coach, I would hire Lashley Tucker, but in terms of, like, a fit, like, maybe I think you throw the bag at John Gruden.
No,
if he
Gruden,
really wants
Gruden
to
is
coach,
going to the next team on our list.
I mean, I doubt that.
He said in an interview that he loves Auburn.
Yeah, but I don't think he fits Auburn.
No,
He fits Arkansas.
I would like to see Gruden in Arkansas. I will say I'm not saying this is going to happen because he may get another head coaching job again. It won't be an SEC coaching job right out of the gate. Coach O said he's ready to get back into coaching. I feel like he kind of fits the part as like an Arkansas coach, just kind of grizzled fan favorite, would really buy in. Like I said, he's not going to come back and instantly get an SEC job. I would like Gruden. But yeah, I think Pittman may be gone after this year because I don't see this team, even if they hit the over 5.5, I don't see anything more than 7 wins again. Personally, I'm going to take the under. I think they only get to 5 wins.
Yeah, that's what I'm also.
You win your first 2 games of the season, and then Memphis at Memphis is no like gimme game. Memphis received votes in the AP poll, but even I'm going to say you win that one. You got to go find 2 more wins. Okay, you beat Mississippi State.
Yeah.
There's 1 more win, and then you say you beat A&M. That's 5. You still have to go find someone else to beat. So
yeah.
I'm going to take the under.